questions and your questions also. So start posting them out. I'll be actually putting all of them out here. So thank you and very welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Rajiv. And yes, you indeed do have me. But I'm sure the whole attention now will be on the new M series device.
But you know, Asif, before we start with the M30, I want to know about the journey, about the M10, M20. May I just use a term that has been used in the industry, that the sales in response to that took off like a rocket.
Indeed, it did, Rajiv. And I must say that the M series has been inspired by the young generation of India, by our own millennials. We know that millennials are 34% of the Indian population, and they are the alpha users of technology and mobile. So be it content consumption or social media, this is where the M series has really come in handy with its power-packed devices in M10 and in the M20. It does meet all the demands of the millennials that they have placed on these devices. So if there's one word that epitomizes and that summarizes the M series, it's power. Powerful display, powerful battery, powerful processor, and a powerful camera.
Okay, so congratulations on the success of the M series, and truly I mean that because it is very interesting, very, very different what you did with it. It seems that Samsung has put all its consumer understanding and R&D and their might all together in the M series. That's what I always feel when I tried out the M10 and 20.
Yeah, thank you, Rajiv. The series has indeed seen record sales in the very first month of launch. The M10 and M20 have both been bestsellers on Amazon like none other ever before. The M series, in fact, has been the most searched keyword on Amazon. So overall, the M series has generated unprecedented buzz across the country, and I really want to use the platform to thank all our consumers for their love of the powerful new M series.
Okay, great. So the M10, M20 are big hits. So why the M30 then? I mean, you've already got two big ones. Aren't you satisfied? मतलब हो गया ना कि you want नहीं और चाहिए. Why the M30?
Well, indeed, the M20 packs in everything that a powerful smartphone offers.
Goes above and beyond even the M20.
Okay.
Now this is the device for the most discerning of the Indian millennials. For this alpha set of young consumers who are looking for peak power in every aspect of their smartphones, they need not look beyond the M30.
Okay, so now this is a very serious build-up. So I've been following the social chatter, and there is a lot of it around the M series, and especially for the M30. I must say, I really like this lingo. You know, I'm binging, I'm Instagreat, I'm battle ready. That's one of my favorites. What's all this?
Should I laugh or say LOL?
Yeah, that's actually true if you're doing the millennial, huh?
Well, in Rome, do as the Romans do, and if the phone is for millennials, the message should also be very much in their own language, and that's why you're seeing the M30 is your new Bay. It's so good that it's binging all the time, and similarly for others.
We then move this terminology to dude and everything else. No, but I'll tell you, one of them that I find very interesting is battle ready. So are you actually now talking about the competition? Is that what we should infer from there?
Well, we're always ready. However, this is more to do with the enabling and empowering the millennials and their lifestyle and their usage of their phones. So today's generation, Rajiv, and you understand this well, is always on the go, always hustling, and their usage is very, very high of their smartphones. So we came with an offering which is their weapon in their everyday battles.
Okay.
Saying that, why don't we unleash the M30 to our consumers now?
Okay, so I agree. Now let me do the honors, okay? I'm actually going to do the unboxing of this. I know that this is very interesting, and there are certain rules that you have to follow when you do an unboxing, and the first is the plastic should always be there, okay? That's why I have a cutter, otherwise we could have done that cutting part before. But let me get this one done. So, as always, of course, very nicely boxed, and let's get down to what's on the inside. So obviously, typical that you always have, of course, is the user guide, and I think there is lot more in there in the phone, but I'll come to the phone. Give me 1 second. So the charging cable, the SIM ejector, and of course the charger itself. But this is what we're really talking about. Just give me a second, because this is quite a phone, and I know all of you are really waiting for this. So ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Samsung M30. Let me power this device on, and then we can begin the discussion with Asim on what makes the M30 more powerful, more special, and more of everything. So let's start. So here it is, and I have to say the first thing as you take it out, of course, is this very interesting, very stunning display. Asim, over to you. I'm going to hand the phone literally over to you. Tell me more about the display, the screen, because I think that's the first thing that immediately pops out, literally.
You know, Rajiv, for millennials, the phone's display is the window to their world. Therefore, the M30, we have put a stunning Super AMOLED 6.4 inches FHD Plus Infinity U-Cut display. This Super AMOLED technology is the hallmark of Samsung's displays, and this is what makes Samsung's phones displays the best in the business. The viewing experience indeed is unparalleled for multimedia, gaming, and what have you in this segment.
Okay, so you know, it's actually true, because from the astounding contrast ratio, the Super AMOLED, like Asim said, the fact that the display adapts to various lighting environments, which is really important because lots of people forget that that's really what makes it easier on the eye. And then, of course, the FHD Plus edge-to-edge display for a very immersive viewing experience. Then there's something else which I thought is very interesting, that this is now certified Widevine L1, which allows you to stream HD content on Amazon Prime and Netflix. So in a nutshell, it's a great device for content consumption for millennials, but heavy content consumption can drain the battery. So let's talk about the battery.
Battery. Now, what do you expect? The M30 comes with a powerful 5000 mAh battery, which will ensure that there is juice in the tank even after very heavy usage throughout the day. No need for power banks when you have the M30 in your hand. So for millennials, there is no fear of missing out. It also comes with a Type-C USB port and a 15-watt fast charger, which makes it a really powerful battery offering for the whole day's use.
Okay, so the M30 seems to be really tick-marking every single super box. So great display, it's got great battery life, a huge battery inside, yet it's very slim, and then it charges really fast. My understanding is that if this device can give you about 25 hours of non-stop video on one single charge, now that's quite a wow. So stunning AMOLED Infinity U display and 5000 mAh battery translates to non-stop entertainment for all millennials. Okay, now of course, whenever we talk millennials, of course the next thing that comes in is immediately is pictures, images, video, selfies. I mean, it almost becomes like, you know, one follows the other. So let's talk about camera.
Well, the M30 is the first smartphone to come with a triple rear camera in this price segment.
Okay.
The primary lens is an f1.9 13 megapixel shooter. The second camera is a 5 megapixel, which is used for depth sensing, which gives amazing portrait and live focus pictures. The third camera has an ultra-wide lens which captures a 123-degree view, exactly what our peripheral vision of human beings is about. So the triple rear camera on the M30 is really brilliant. It has everything on it. So from low light to ultra-wide group shots, portrait shots, and a whole lot more now on this triple rear camera.
So, you know, that's really interesting. You said it right. In this price point, though, of course, I still don't know the price point that you're only going to reveal, but the fact that you said in this price category now really warms my heart that we're going to get a very hot price, right? So, absolutely fantastic what you've spoken about, the optics and the camera, but then you also said something that really warmed my heart, which is, you know, triple camera, first time in this price category. So that means this is going to be a very hot price. But I am a patient person. I'll wait. But, you know, if we're talking so much about millennials, then we have to do the deed of the millennials also. How can I not test out the selfie, the front camera? So, how about we take a selfie?
Let's do that. All right. Say Galaxy Oops.
Okay, perfect. Excellent. So everybody that's watching this, of course, use the hashtag IM3XPod in the comment section below. We'll pose some of those questions to ask them shortly. But let's move on now to the next part, which I think is a critical part, because if you're talking about power, then what is the horsepower under the hood of this 3XPod device?
So the Galaxy M30 runs on the Exynos 7904 octa-core processor. The processor has clock speeds of 1.8 gigahertz, and the 7904 is Samsung's newest SoC of 2019. The M30 comes in two memory variants, a 4 GB RAM and a 64 GB ROM, and even a 6 128 variant.
And these, of course, are LPDDR4X RAM, which ensures seamless multitasking, and of course, the most important part, I think, which is battery optimization. In addition to this, the M30 has a dedicated slot for memory cards, which is just so missing from almost everybody else, and that's expendable up to 512 GB, 128 GB ROM, and 512 GB of additional memory. Now, this is a segment first, at least I think so, isn't it? This is a segment first,
right? It is, absolutely.
Right? Within this, and will ensure that the millennial is truly powered to make things happen. So, we've spoken about some of the big ones. Any other major blow your socks off features?
Oh yeah, very importantly, the M30 has a new UX. It's called the Samsung Experience Platform version 9.5. This is cleaner, smoother, faster, and has been optimized for young consumers and the way they like to see and interface with their UX. It also comes with a very fast face unlock and a rear fingerprint unlock capability as well.
Okay, so again, lots and lots of things coming around. But, you know, I always say eventually the first decision, the core decision, is that you're going to buy a phone based on the design, the colors, the look, the style. So tell us a little bit about the options there.
Well, the M30 comes in two colors. There's gradation black and there's gradation blue, the one I'm holding right here. These are both very stunning dual tone colors.
Great. You know, I particularly like the gradation black, which looks very premium to me. But, you know, now itna sara build up ho gaya, and when a device is really interesting, the question that comes is, oh my God, okay, when can I get it? What am I going to pay for it? How do I get my hands on the device? So let's get down to that, Azim.
Rajiv, before we do that, we're getting a lot of questions on Facebook. Why don't we get to answering some of those first?
You're right. Listen, patience, Rajiv, patience. I am the one who threw out the fact that I'll take questions. You're getting a lot of them? Okay, let's start off with them. Okay, the first one is from Suhag. I tried, I completely and totally agree with you on this one, Suhag. He says, I tried multiple times to buy the M20, but was unable to order it on Amazon because it was always sold out. Can I expect that the M30 will be available for all?
Yes. Thanks for the question, but well, indeed, the M series has met unprecedented consumer interest and demand in the last few weeks, and we are going to do our best to make sure that you're able to get the order of M30 when it goes live on Amazon and Samsung.com.
Okay, that's good to hear, because there has been a lot of demand, I know, for the M series. Okay, so keep your questions coming in. They're pouring in right now, but I'm selecting the ones that I think are very pertinent to this conversation. Lokesh is asking, and so are a lot of other people, so what is so superior about the triple camera? Because that is the big deal in this M30. So what is so superior about the triple camera?
So the triple camera on the Galaxy M30 is the most complete camera offering there is. You get outstanding low light, great portrait shots with depth and background blur, and it's the only camera in the segment to offer ultra-wide pictures. So ultra-wide is a great feature, whether you're shooting group shots or shooting epic landscapes. The triple camera on the M30 is going to set a new benchmark on camera picture quality and take away focus from only megapixels.
Okay, all right. That's, I think, pretty interesting also, because today a lot of people want that on their phones. Vipul Sharma has asked, I think, a very important question. He's saying that we just discussed this and I spoke about is, what is wide wine certification?
It's an important certification, and the Wide Wine L1 certificate is provided to a very select few smartphones, bases rigorous testing, which in turn allows you to stream HD content from your favorite video streaming apps like Amazon Prime or Netflix for that matter. So it's an extremely important certification to have, and the M30 comes with the Widevine L1 certification.
Actually, I can vouch for it. It makes a huge difference. Okay, Areeb has now asked, is the M30 made in India?
Thanks, Reeb. All the M series devices are made in India at our Noida facility. Not only has the M series been made in India, it's been developed by our Indian R&D teams based in Noida and Bangalore.
Okay.
I can say this with pride that the M series has been developed for the Indian millennials by Indian R&D engineers and also been made in India.
Okay, so truly all the stuff that you want to hear. And this, of course, is now the question that is the most important. It's a question from my side, but look at the other number of people that have asked me this question. Please let the M series fans know the pricing, and when is the M30 going on sale? When will it be available?
Well, the M30 464GB memory variant is priced at 14,990 rupees.
Really? Okay, so that again, you've taken the market by surprise. The rumors have been for the 4GB was supposed to be about 16 now. Okay, great. So
there you have it. And not just that, the 128GB memory variant on the M30 is priced at 17,990 rupees, and both these memory variants will be available on sale on Amazon and Samsung.com starting 7th of March, 12 noon.
Okay, great. So there you have it. The 3x powered device with the Super AMOLED Infinity U screen, massive 5000 mAh battery, a triple rear camera, and of course the variants and the pricing Asim just gave. This is great news for the millennials who are seeking an upgrade to a very powerful and premium device. Thank you for watching. That's all we have for you from me.
Thank you, Rajiv. And on behalf of Samsung, I would also like to thank all the fans who are watching the webcast across the globe. I hope to see all of you on Amazon on the 7th of March next Thursday. Thank you and goodbye.
चलो भाई, फ़ोन तो लॉन्च कर दिया है 14,000 और क्या क्या रखा 15,000। तो अब देखते हैं कल Redmi Note 7 का क्या प्राइस होता है, फिर आगे की बात करेंगे इस फ़ोन के बारे में। वैसे यह फ़ोन हम लेने के बारे में सोच रहे हैं कि इस फ़ोन को मंगाया जाए। तो जो लोग भी लाइव आए थे, थैंक यू सबको, और लाइक ज़रूर कर दीजिएगा। और कुछ बताना हो इस फ़ोन से रिलेटेड, कोई वीडियो देखना हो तो ज़रूर से बताइएगा। जल्दी हमारे पास यह फ़ोन आ रहा है, कंपैरिजन वगैरह भी आपको मिलेंगे। तो सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा अगर सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है। तो अगर सब्सक्राइब किया या देख रहे हो, नहीं करना हो तो भी वीडियो को जरूर से लाइक कर दीजिएगा। थैंक यू सो मच सब लोगों का लाइव सेशन में आने के लिए। कल Redmi Note 7 का लॉन्च है, फिर Realme 3 का है। तो ऐसे ही लॉन्च इवेंट ही सिर्फ अगर आपको देखना है तो भी आप हमारे चैनल को ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि हम सभी लॉन्च इवेंट को ऐसे ही दिखाते रहते हैं आपको। तो मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में, तब तक आपसे विदा लेते हैं। तब तक के लिए जय हिंद, जय भारत एंड टेक केयर। थैंक यू सो मच।